What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to talk about the best locations in Fortnite. Throughout its 8-year history, there have been some good locations, but there's some that stand above the rest. Keep in mind that this is all personal opinion. There have been well over 100 locations in Fortnite history, so don't get mad if I miss your favorite. Let's go for 15 likes on this video, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off this list is Retail Row. Retail had a very good amount of loot and a lot of buildings, and it was just a great job. There was so much loot here, no matter how many people landed here, you should be just fine. In Retail, there's a side of houses and stuff. On the other side, I guess, was shops. This shop has been one of the best shops all the way since Chapter 1. Overall, one of the best POIs in the game, and it's truly iconic. Next on this list is one of the GOATs, introduced in Chapter 1, Season 5. You already know what I'm talking about, and that is Paradise Palms. Paradise is such a good job with the one main building where a bunch of people would always land at, and there was a bunch of different buildings here also. This is a great location to fight at, and also there was so much loot. Another great thing about it, it was easy to rotate out of, because in Chapter 1 Season 5, there was rifts around here, so if you want to rotate, you could just take a rift. Not much more to say about this location, besides it had really good loot. Also, one more thing, is it just me or does Paradise kind of feel like a desert version of Tilted Towers? Next up on this list, in my opinion, what is the best Fortnite POI in Fortnite history, and that is Stark Industries. This place was absolutely insane. It came out during Chapter 2 Season 4, and it wasn't even in for the start of it. I think one thing that makes this POI so good is not just the fact that it has such good loot, but also it just looks aesthetically good. The loot here was also crazy though. It had the star chest so you could get the spaz every time you landed here. Also, there was a vault so you can get some more insane loot. And there was a boss here, I believe. So you could get a mythic from this place and get a ton of loot. It was just insane. Also, it was located pretty close to the center of zone, so you didn't really have to worry about rotating. Next up on this list, we all know this location, and that is Tilted Towers. Tilted is probably the most memorable location in Fortnite history. There was tons of loot, and it was in a good spot on the map. The main problem with it, though, is the amount of people that landed here. You could get like 9 kills off spawn, and still not make it out alive. But if you are looking for a high kill game, Tilted is a perfect job for you. But if you are more of a passive player, I would not suggest going here. Next on this list is Pleasant Park. Pleasant is such an iconic POI, but I'm talking about the OG Pleasant Park. It's not the one where like the soccer field was open. Pleasant Park was just like a park in the middle and just a bunch of houses around it, and it was just a great job. It had a ton of loot and was all kind of packed close together. I would say the only problem with this drop is if too many people are landing here, there might be like 3 people landing at each house, which can make your loot pretty shambles. But that's pretty much it. If you are going for a high kill game and you don't want to go tilted, you could also come here. Next drop on this list is not too old, and that is Mega City. Mega City was introduced in Chapter 4 Season 2, and in my opinion is one of the coolest drops of all time. It really just had a nice futuristic vibe, and I really liked it here. Mega City also had really good loot and kind of was like Tilted Towers of Chapter 4. Also, the grind rails everywhere and extremely tall buildings. This shop was so good and it looks so good. The final drop on this list is one I actually almost forgot about when filming this video, and that is the Agency. I can't believe I almost forgot this POI on this list. This is such a god tier landing spot. It had insane loot, a vault, and a Midas boss. So you could basically walk out here with some of the best loot and a mythic. Another great thing about this drop is it was dead center on the map. You would basically never have to rotate for the first zone if you landed here. The Agency is also kind of like Tilted Towers of Chapter 2, with most of the lobby landing here every game. Alright, that's going to pretty much wrap up this video. If you did enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.